Hello and welcome to The Rest is Football with Alan Shearer, Micah Richards, Alex Aljoe and me, Gary Lineker. A couple of days ago, we previewed the first 4 groups of the Club World Cup that's about to start at the weekend, and we're all looking forward to that. So in this episode, we're going to run through the other 4 groups, and that starts with Group E, which involves River Plate from Argentina, of course, Urawa Red Diamonds from Japan, Monterrey from Mexico, and Internazionale Milano, known better as Inter Milan, of course. I think, Mike, you enjoyed that accent there, didn't you? I saw a little smile on your face.
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, we even had the hand action from Micah.
Internazionale. Yeah, so give you a little bit of information about the teams that perhaps you don't know that much about. River Plate, obviously enormous team in Argentina, 54 domestic titles they've won, 4 Copa Libertadores titles. They're 4th in the table after 16 games played, though, this season, so they're not absolutely flying. The manager is Enzo Francescoli from Uruguay. Remember him. A couple of players that played for them, Acuna, remember? And Manuel Lanzini, who was at West Ham as well. From Japan, Urawa Red Diamonds, played against them a couple of times in my Japanese days when I played for Nagoya Grampus 8.
Did you play out there, did you?
Hi. So desu ne.
We just thought you went for a holiday.
Well, I was injured the whole time. And you know being injured is no holiday.
No, exactly.
Did he learn any Japanese, Gary?
Skoshi dake.
A little bit.
Very good. See, I was fluent. He understands it.
I'm impressed.
Subarashi desu ne. That means wonderful. Right, that's wonderful. Notable former players. Endo at Liverpool. Chicky Begiristain, another player I played with when I played for Barcelona, Alan. Chicky Begiristain was obviously director of football at Manchester City. I'm not sure his exact title was that, but something along those lines. Monterrey, Mexico, 5 league titles, 3 domestic cups, and 5 CONCACAF Champions League titles. Their manager's Dominic Torrent, another Spaniard. Notable current players. There you go. Sergio Ramos. What about that?
What a player he is. What a player.
Certainly was one of the best. Inter, of course, got to the final of the Champions League. You know all about them. Okay, so thoughts on that, Alex?
Well, Inter Milan have a new manager, Christian Chivu. So they'll want to get off to a good start. It ended up being a really disappointing season for them. They were on to win the treble, weren't they? And then ended up without a trophy. And I was at that final, and I think no one expected Inter Milan to be that bad. I know Paris Saint-Germain were very good, but Inter Milan just didn't show up. They weren't there. So I think they're going to use this tournament as a chance to make a statement under their new manager and say, look, we are a really good team. I think Inzaghi did a really good job to get an aging team to the Champions League final. And he'll be there. He'll be there with Al Hilal. So he might even come up against Inter Milan, which would be crazy. But I think they'll definitely go through. They'll top the group. River Plate to come second in the group, I think. And then, Monterrey and Urawa Red Diamonds, sorry, but they might not have enough. I think they'll be good. I think they'll be well-drilled, disciplined. Well, you played out there, you know how they play, but I don't think they'll go through.
That seems mad to think that, isn't it? That he's managing Inter Milan and they were going for such a huge season and sort of leave, and then could be coming up against them in less than, 3 weeks after managing them for another club. It's mad, isn't it?
Crazy. He was straight off to Saudi, wasn't he? Straight after the final.
Yeah. Imagine being on the brink of winning a treble and then 3 weeks later you're out of your job.
Just mad, yeah.
I played in Monterrey as well.
Have you?
Yeah, 3 games there. Mexico, 1986 World Cup qualifiers we played in Monterrey.
Well, their stadium's meant to be amazing, isn't it?
It certainly wasn't when we played, because this is how the things have changed in football. In 1986 World Cup, there were 2 stadiums in Monterrey. 2 of the games we played at, there were stands on 2 sides and like a hedge on the other 2 sides, like a bush hedge, I'm talking, not... I mean, that was it. That's how it was, honestly.
Really?
And we were playing, it was 40-odd degrees.
The ball went over.
I guess one of us random got it. I don't know. I think there were fans behind it. Showed they'd throw it back.
They threw it back.
Yeah, I think they'd throw it back. I mean, the other stadium wasn't much better, and that's the one I scored a hat-trick in.
I wasn't even going to mention it.
Where's this story going?
Oh,
What was the atmosphere like, guys?
it was weird, really. There weren't that many people. Obviously, it's a hell of a trip for English fans. I do remember, though, when we did eventually win that third game against Poland, that all the English fans did the conga around the ground. Going all there. You could basically watch it from where you wanted to, is my point. But, I mean, Mexican football, I mean, they produce lots of good players, but they've never really done much in World Cups and stuff. So,
what are we thinking?
Monterrey's manager, Torrent, who you said he was Pep's assistant at Barcelona, Bayern and City.
Right, yeah. What are we thinking then? River Plate or an Inter?
I'm going Monterrey, I don't know why.
It's Ramos with a header in the 90th minute.
Aggressive.
Okay. Let's move on to Group F. We've got Fluminense from Brazil, Borussia Dortmund from Germany, Ulsan HD from Korea, and Mamelodi Sundowns FC from South Africa. Let me just give you a little bit of information on the four that I have before we have our proper expert tell us. Fluminense won the 2023 Copa Libertadores and 2024 Recopa Sudamericana. One of the players is Thiago Silva, who's obviously most recently at Chelsea. Notable former players, it's not a bad list this, Marcelo, played for Real Madrid, of course, Ronaldinho, Romario, and Deco. I mean, they do produce really good players. Ulsan HD from South Korea, 5 league titles, including 2024. Top scorers Eric Farias with 8 goals this season. Group F with such a great name, Mamelodi Sundowns. Love that name, from South Africa. The most successful team in South Africa, really, with 15 league titles. Lucas Ribeiro with 16 goals, the top scorer. Borussia Dortmund, well, you'll know all about them. 8 Bundesliga titles. Runners-up twice in the Champions League as well. And Guirassy, who scored 34 goals this season. So, thoughts on this one? Who wants to go first?
Our expert. Come on, Alex. What do you think?
The expert. Shall I start with the Mamelodi Sundowns?
Oh, yes, please.
What a name, by the way.
Micah's going to have a few of them when he heads to Ibiza.
Micah, did I just miss you on Ibiza?
You did.
Sad times.
You missed us. I was there last week.
We've all been there. Well, Mamelodi Sundowns just lost the African Champions League final to Egyptian side Pyramids. So they're going to want to bounce back from that. But they've had a great season. They're the best African team going into this tournament. Ulsan HD, I'm going to say it, I think they go through. They're dominating in the K-League, back-to-back league titles. They've got a massive squad as well, huge squad. So I'm going to say they come second. Borussia Dortmund obviously top the group. Has been a great season for them, though. Knocked out by Barcelona, obviously in the Champions League, but beat them, didn't they? In the quarterfinals, then went out. So yeah, I think Dortmund top, Ulsan sneak in second, Fluminense with a captain by 40-year-old Thiago Silva. That's just crazy, isn't it? 41 in September. He's a Rolls Royce of a defender. He really is. So yeah, they were runners-up 2023, lost to Man City the last time there was a Club World Cup. So yeah, I think they go out, along with, sadly, the Sundowners, the Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns. So yeah, Ulsan and Borussia Dortmund go through. Hopefully we'll see Jobe Bellingham out there as well.
Yes.
Jude against Jobe.
He's actually gone for more money than they signed Jude for, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, their latest signing for Borussia Dortmund. So I'm going to go Borussia Dortmund and Fluminense. I think the level of Brazilian football would probably be higher than Korean football, but we shall see. Micah?
I'll go with you, Alex. I'll go with the experts. Why not? I wanted to go with Mamelodi Sundowns, though. Just
do it.
Just because of the names. Brilliant. But no, I'll go with you, Alex. I'll go with you.
Yeah, Ulsan HD. We'll be cheering them on. I think they'll be hard to play against. Dark horse of this group.
Ultra HD.
Yeah.
Got it.
You can watch it in HD on DAZN. Free.
Well said.
Oh,
Group G, Manchester City, Wydad AC from Morocco, Al Ain, another Al, and Juventus. I mean, there's 2 obvious ones there to pick out, aren't they? But let me give you a little bit of information about the other 2 teams. Wydad AC from Morocco, 22 Moroccan League titles, 3 CAF Champions League wins. I've got a stat here as well that Micah gave me earlier, that Wydad AC is one of the 3 clubs to have never been relegated from the top flight in Morocco. So thanks for that, Micah. Al Ain from the United Arab Emirates, 14 UAE league titles and 19 cup competition wins. One of the most impressive clubs out there. And then we've got Juventus. Well, they've got a bit of history that I think we know about. Top scorer this season, Vlahovic, with 15 goals. And Manchester City, heard of them, Micah?
Oh, lovely. They'll top the group. They're winning this whole thing, I'm telling you now.
Rodri is back.
Yeah, Rodri.
Reinders is coming. Wonderful, talented midfielder.
What makes you think they're going to win this whole thing then? Just because of Rodri's back?
No, Rodri. Hey, Nori. We've got a left back as well now. The team's getting fit. Akanji will be fit. Ake will be fit.
No Jack Grealish. No, your mate's not going, is he?
Left him out.
Oh, sad times. Sad times.
He'll probably be moving on, will he?
He's in Ibiza.
Oh, bump into Jack, did ya?
No. Don't start that, Micah.
You said it, not me, Alex. You said it.
It was a guess. It was a wild guess.
It's probably best for both parties, for him and City, that he leaves, isn't it?
No, it's sad though, isn't it, Al? It's sad because I don't know if I'm biased. I don't think I am biased because I've seen him week in, week out at Villa, and I know how good he is and he can still be. I think he's played a little bit within himself, and I think we've discussed that a lot on Match of the Day, haven't we, Al? But he's playing in a system and a format which suits the rest of the team, not necessarily him. And I don't think that's making excuses for him. I just think that's the fact, and especially when he was at Villa. I'm not people talking about Jack Grealish. When he was at Villa, teams weren't playing the low block. So he had space to run into. When you're at Man City, everyone's playing a low block and you've got to try and break them down. And unfortunately, he's just not been at the level we all expected. Did really well in the season when they won the treble. I think he was a key player in that. But yeah, maybe I agree with you, Al. Best for both parties to move on.
I don't think it's sad. It's what happens in football, isn't it? You don't suit a certain style or a certain manager at some point. He's had a lot of success there. He's won loads of trophies, got lots of winners' medals. And now he'll move on and play somewhere else where he's a bit happier.
Yeah, but I think it's sad, not because he's got to move on. I think it's sad because we've not seen the best of Jack Grealish. I think that's why it's more sad for me, knowing his capabilities on the football field. That's where the sadness comes from. But I hope he goes somewhere and absolutely smashes it, because I think he will.
But Micah, do you think you were never going to see the best of him at Manchester City? Is that what you're saying? Now, obviously, we saw that at Villa, but maybe it was just never going to work out.
Well, at Villa, it was all about Jack, wasn't it? It was get the ball to Jack. He beat 3 players, put it in the top corner, and then that's how they played. And that's no disrespect to the other players, but they would play for Jack. Unfortunately, go to Man City, there's 10 other players as good as you. And unfortunately, there were better players performing better at the time.
Is there anyone that doesn't think City and Juve will win the top 2 spots in this group?
I've got a feeling that Al Ain could cause an upset.
Ooh. Are you putting them in your top 2 though, Alex?
They've got a very good striker that's hard to pronounce his name. It's Kodjo Fodolaba, leading scorer in the UAE Pro League. They got to the final in 2018, lost to Real Madrid, Club World Cup. Rui Patricio in goal.
Oh, yes.
I say they sneak in over Juve.
Wow, what a
love that, Alex.
They spent $250 million, Juve, last summer and finished 4th in the Serie A. Haven't won Serie A for 5 years. They're not the team they used to be.
No,
new manager. Igor Jude was appointed in March. So, I'm going to go City, obviously. Yeah. But Al Ain and Al to sneak in and take second place in Group G.
Al?
City and Juventus, yeah. City top, Juventus second. They haven't been great at Juventus, but I still think they'll have enough to get through.
Micah?
Yeah, City and Juve.
Okay.
There's got to be some upset, surely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There will be. There will be, for sure.
This could either look very good on you, Alex, or could really rebound badly.
I'm going to go buy an Al Ain shirt and be cheering them on in the crowds.
Okay, the last group to run by you. We've got Group H. Real Madrid, Al Hilal, Pachuca, CF Pachuca, I should say, and FC Salzburg from Austria. Let me give you A little bit of information on the teams that I've got here. Al Hilal, Saudi Arabia, of course, 19 Saudi Pro League titles. Finished second in the Saudi Pro League and the quarterfinals in the King's Cup this season. Top scorer, you'll know this fella, Alexander Mitrovic, with 28 goals. And Inzaghi, of course, has left Inter, as we've already mentioned in a previous group. They've got Mitrovic, Kalidou Koulibaly, João Cancelo and Ruben Neves. So they've really got some good players. And it's the club, of course, that Neymar played at. Red Bull Salzburg, 17 Austrian Bundesliga titles and finished second in the league, but have qualified for the Champions League. Former players include Erling Haaland, Patson Daka, who not really done brilliantly at Leicester, Hwang Hee-chan and Naby Keita. On to the next team, which is Real Madrid, who've not had the best season. They'll be very keen to get some trophies in the cabinet, which they haven't this season. Second in La Liga, runners-up in Copa del Rey and the Super Cup, and only the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Kylian Mbappe, 43 goals, and we're saying he had a disappointing season. It's not bad. Xabi Alonso, of course, with the interesting factor there as he takes charge for the first time, and he'll look to get off to an impressive start, Alex.
Yeah, he's very impressive himself, isn't he? When he was a player, I was at Real Madrid TV an intern, and the one thing I remember about him, this was 2012-13 season when Mourinho was in charge. Players normally arrive tracksuit, hood up, chill. He would arrive chinos, shirt every single day.
Smart.
Every day walked in looking immaculate, and a really lovely man as well. Obviously, very different style to Carlo Ancelotti, so interesting to see how that goes. But I think he'll be a success, and they'll really, really want to win this. I have to confess, while I was away in Ibiza, I was watching Real Madrid TV because I'm sad like that in the hotel, and they were already building up to it. This is like a couple of weeks ago. They're already starting the countdown to the Club World Cup. They're going to take it seriously, as they do always. They've won it 5 times before. So
who do you support, Alex?
I don't have a team.
No, she's gone down the commentators route. That's what the commentators say. I don't have a team.
Get off that fence that I'm usually on.
Micah has every team. He's done the opposite to that. No team. He goes every team.
Whoever's doing well, he just follows them. Oh, yeah, I liked them as a kid. I'm going to follow them.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a lifelong Pachuca fan.
And I love Al Ain.
Al Ain, yeah.
No, I do have a team, but I just think working in football, I never really go as a fan anymore. So I think you do lose that feeling because you can't jump up and celebrate in the reporter's seat, can you? So I think you do lose that feeling.
I don't know. I've done it many times.
But if my dad is watching this, he will be fuming at me or disown me for not saying what colour my blood is.
Your dad will disown you.
There
you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, Micah's off. He's leaving. No, Micah, come back. I'm sorry, Micah. Please forgive me.
That was one of his better ones, Micah.
That was really good. But no, I love Real Madrid. I think they're a great team.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're a great team, but they're just a winning machine, aren't they, really?
Anyone going against Real Madrid and, actually, the other one.
Al Hilal second.
Al Hilal second, yeah.
Al Hilal second, yes.
Yeah.
We all go on that, are we?
Yeah.
Looks like we're unanimous on that one.
RB Salzburg. I wonder if Jurgen Klopp will go and watch.
Yeah, he's got that job, hasn't he, with Red Bull. The fans of Borussia Dortmund didn't like very much, did they? That he took that job.
Yeah. So definitely Real Madrid, Al Hilal.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, well, it all kicks off at the weekend. Don't forget, we'll show you the goals and the best of the action from all of the games. And every single match is available to watch live and for free on the DAZN app. No subscription required. But for now, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.